Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just want to play with some makeup and kind of check out some things that are sort of new, some things that are not sort of new, and just hang out. Okay, so one thing that I'm really excited to play with today is this guy right here, the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette. I know it's been out for a couple of months now, but I haven't got to play with it on camera yet, and I really love it. I know everybody's probably seen it by now, but I just think it's so beautiful. Like, you can totally live in your comfort zone like 99% of the time here, and then just like throw something fun on your lower lash line just every now and then whenever you're excited or whenever you got a night out. And I just think that's really cool. So I'm going to start by prepping the skin. I have nothing on right now. I'm going to go in with Pores No More Luminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt. So I know if you watched my last video, you can tell that I've got a different background here. I've kind of been working on my setup a little bit, trying to improve, you know, just the way everything looks aesthetically. So let me know if you like it. I got a ring light. It just came in today actually, so I'm really excited about it. Hopefully it looks okay on video. Okay, now that I've got my skin primed, I'm going to go in with this Measurable Difference Collagen and Retinol Serum. And I'm just going to put maybe 3 drops or so, and then just kind of pat it in. I have oily skin, so I've typically been just, you know, treating my skin like oily skin and using a matte foundation and powder and whatever, and I've just really fallen out of love with that recently. So I'm trying to find a new routine and just figure out what really works best for me despite having oily skin. So that's kind of what this is. I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and my shade in that is Natural Beige. I'm going to do about a pump and a half maybe. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my damp beauty sponge. I really like the way that the light looks in the viewfinder, so hopefully it turns out really nicely. But it is weird to not be doing my makeup in front of my mirror over there. That's where I filmed my last video. And, you know, even though I do have the camera right here, where I could still kind of look past the camera to my mirror, so it's going to take some adjusting. I really like this foundation, and I feel like everything kind of goes together with it really nicely and blends in really nicely. Another new product that I'm not trying it out for the first time today, but I'm still finding my way with it and working it into my routine, is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. And I don't know, this is a different one for me because honestly it feels like lip gloss when you put it on your face. Like, it is the thickest, stickiest consistency in the whole world, and I just feel like, you know, I don't know, I've heard that you don't have to set it, but I'm telling you, if I didn't set it, it would be the most crazy thing in the world. So I'm sure I just don't know how to use it, and I'm not using it properly the way that it was intended. But you guys, it is so strange. I mean, I like it, it's good, but it is so strange. So strange. Let me know if you have it or if you've tried it out and see what you think. I was watching somebody's video the other day and they said the same thing too. They were like, I mean, it's not bad, it's just, it's so different. Like, it's so different from Shape Tape. Not that I expect it to be like Shape Tape. I think the finish is probably definitely better for most people that don't wear a matte foundation, because Shape Tape is pretty matte And that one I feel like you don't have to set it. I typically don't set it. Well, I guess I do. I do set it sometimes, but I don't feel like I have to. And this one, girl, you have to. I mean, you can see, like, it's just so shiny, so shiny. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade Light palette to set my concealer and then kind of contour my cheeks. This is probably going to be a staple in my collection, I don't know, for the unforeseeable future for sure, because it's so not a heavy powder. I hate powder normally, and this one just doesn't give me that disgusting powder feel. So once you set it with powder, that really turns out okay. But, and I don't even remember where I heard that you were supposedly not supposed to set it, or didn't have to set it, or whatever the thing was. But I think that was a fib. I'm just going in with that first shade here for my contour. And for the highlight, I think I just went in with the first shade. I'll either go with the first shade or mix the first two. Okay, now I'm going to bronze up just a little bit with this NYX Matte Bronzer in the shade Deep Tan. I got this brush in my BoxyCharm a couple of months ago. It's the Aesthetica brush P12. I love it. It's so easy to bronze with in the summer. The bristles aren't very dense, so it's easy to just put it all over. Okay, now I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows off camera. Okay, now that I've got my brows done, I'm going to go ahead and attempt this really fun eyeshadow look. This is going to be inspired by Angela Bright. She did a really beautiful eye look with the Mania palette. Let's see, when was this? I'm not sure when this was, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And she does amazing, amazing, beautiful work. So I think that look is very beautiful, and I'm really excited to kind of put my own spin on it. Okay, so I'm going to start with priming my eyes with that Creaseless concealer, which I'm a little bit nervous about. But I'm just going to go in with a little bit, and then I guess probably set it. Okay, so that gives us a really nice blank surface to start out with. Since this is a really bright eye look, you want to start with a really blank surface. And I'm going to set it with that same really light color from the Kat Von D palette. Just keeping it really bright. Okay, so I'm going to start with the shade Campy here, and that's the yellow shade from the palette. And I'm just going to work it into the crease here, and then continue to work it up until it's just right below the brow bone. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of stamping and pressing, and then once I get really good pigment from it, and I'm blending out after that. Because with a really light shade like this, sometimes if you just go straight away and blend, you'll lose a little bit of the color. That first brush was a really nice fluffy blending brush, and the next one I'm going to go in with is just a smaller version of that same brush. I'm going to go into the shade Kai Kai, and I want some good pink pigment from this, like actually down in the crease, but up with just a little bit over the crease. I'm going to kind of mix them together and kind of try to create an orange color. So how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to stamp first. And then blend. And you can see how it's applying differently. I'm going to go back in with that first brush just to help blend it out some. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the shade Pageant Queen. Also, there's like no fallout with these shadows, which is really great because they're really bright colors, so you would definitely notice. And then all this blending, you go Manny. Okay, so I really like how this is coming together. Now I'm going to go in with a kind of a dome shaped flat brush. This one's from Avon, and my Shape Tape concealer, and I'm going to just kind of cut the crease halfway cut the crease. And I saw this trick. I think it may have been from Angela actually the first time I saw it. And so this is the way I've been doing my cut crease lately. I've just been putting it here and right in the natural crease. And then opening my eye all the way. And then do you see where it transferred to right there? That's where I want to start it. I love this trick because, you know, it can't transfer because it's already transferred. I went a little too modest with that Shape Tape. Okay. So you want to go ahead and start to blend out those edges. But then we can also take a shadow over the line just to make sure it's nice and blended. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Beat. And I'm going to press that all over the cut crease area. And I've never tried these shadows wet before, so let's try it out. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. And a little bit of that purple. And I'm just going to kind of stamp this right over that transition area. We've already got our yellow coming down on the lower lash line. I'm just going to continue to mimic the top. So I've already got yellow going down pretty blown out down here, and I'm going to do a little bit of pink and then some purple really tight on the lash line. So I'm going to go with an even smaller more tapered blending brush for Kai Kai. Now I'm going to go with a really flat skinny brush for the purple. And I'm going to blend it out with that last brush. I'm going to highlight my inner corner with the shade Beat, the same shade that I use for my lid. And just a little bit on the brow bone. Okay, next I'm going to go with a black gel liner from Pretty Vulgar and just put a little bit of liner on my lash line only. I'm going to coat my lashes with a little bit of mascara before putting on my lashes. Okay, so I just popped on some lashes. These are the Flutter lashes in the style Intoxicating. I love these. I think they're so pretty for a really dramatic look like this. Okay, now I'm going to highlight with the shade Let's Mix Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop from this Becca palette. And then I'm going to go in with my blush from Note Beauty in the shade Desert Rose. And this one's really pigmented, so I just do a little bit, and I usually always end up still putting on too much. And I want very little blush with this really pink look. Oh, I need to do bottom lash mascara too. I've been liking this unlashed mascara from Wonder Beauty that I got in my BoxyCharm. I know I kind of hated on a non-waterproof mascara, but I like it for the bottom lashes. Okay, I'm going to tightline my eyes with this white liner from MAC. It's MAC Eye Kohl and Fascinating. Alright, I'm going to finish this off with the Dose of Colors lipstick in the shade Stone. Okay, I really like the way this look turned out. It's a little bit different for me, so that's fine. You guys let me know what you think and what you would like to see next time. Bye!